Someone who wronged you is now entering a strange internal state they cannot easily explain. On the outside, they may still appear normal. They may still laugh, still talk, still move through their day like everything is fine. But on the inside, something is not settling. Amen. There is a quiet unrest forming in their mind, a pressure that shows up in ordinary moments. Small delays begin to feel heavier than they should. Simple setbacks begin to feel personal. A missed opportunity, a delayed response, a situation not working out the way they expected. And instead of brushing it off like before, their mind starts asking questions it never used to ask. Why is this happening like this? Why does everything feel slightly blocked? Why am I not at peace even when things look normal? And then the deeper thought begins to surface. Could this be connected to what I did? God says that question is what they cannot silence easily, because the conscious does not always speak loudly. It speaks repeatedly in thoughts, in reflections, in sudden moments of awareness that come when everything is quiet. And now, even their quiet moments are no longer peaceful. They are thinking while smiling. They are questioning while functioning. They are appearing fine while internally unsettled, and this creates a tension within them they cannot easily explain to others, because nothing on the surface looks wrong enough to justify how they feel inside. But inside, there is a disconnect forming between appearance and peace. Amen. God says this is what happens when someone moves against alignment without understanding the weight of what they are doing. Because life does not always respond with immediate correction. Sometimes it responds with internal unrest, a slow realization, a mental replay of decisions that no longer feel as justified as they once did. And now they begin to reevaluate moments they once ignored. The way they treated you, the way they dismissed things, the way they moved forward without thinking deeply about impact. And what makes it heavier for them is this: they cannot find full rest in their thoughts anymore. Even when they try to distract themselves, the mind returns. Even when they try to act normal, something still lingers underneath. Amen. God says this is the beginning of inner discomfort that is not caused by external attacks, but by internal recognition. Amen. And it is in that space where they start to wonder if what they are experiencing now is somehow connected to what they released in the past. Not because someone is reminding them, but because their own conscious is beginning to speak louder than their distractions. And there is no full peace in pretending, only temporary silence. Amen. But not rest. Isaiah chapter 57 verse 21 says, "There is no peace, says my God, for the wicked." Proverbs chapter 28 verse 1 says, "The wicked flee when no one pursues, but the righteous are as bold as a lion." And that is where the shift happens, not inside, not in confrontation, but in the mind, where everything they tried to ignore begins to speak back. God says, and that is where you will begin to see something unexpected. Some of them will start reaching out, not all of them openly, but the pressure within them will push them towards resolution. Amen. That is why you will see some coming back seeking an apology, because they believe that speaking to you might ease what they are feeling inside or make things feel lighter for them. Others will not reach out directly, but they will sit in their own space, asking for forgiveness quietly, dealing with it in their own corner, trying to settle what their conscience is staring. And in all of this, they begin to look at you from a distance, not to reopen what was closed, but to confirm within themselves the truth they are now forced to accept. That you were not what they tried to label you as. That what you carried had value they did not recognize in time. And now they are learning that lesson internally. They believe they have learned, and life is making them sit with that realization. Amen.